silver-haired community would say it's a great day for golf, and it is, don't get me wrong, but we say it's a great day for football, and the roof is wide open here in Glendale at State Farm Stadium. Today, it's week 12 of the NFL season, and we've got a great score between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Arizona Cardinals. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Down. Hurry, hurry.
A man who played collegiately in nearby Tempe, the old Sun Devil, it's Rachaad White. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Well, this defense for the Cards, they played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
14 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
Nice play call, a little bit of play action right there. If you can get those linebackers to freeze for just a split second, that's usually all the room you need in order to get it to your tight end.
First down, here's White. That's a movement over. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 34 yards there and a first down. I have a pretty good friend, Charles Davis, who tells me that when he sees plays like that, strong runs to the right, reminds him of the 1960s Green Bay Packers.
Boy, those were the days back when the fullback actually carried the ball as well as block. Then you had a halfback. You had pulling guards, guys who could get out and run. And you can hear the great coach saying it back then. So we get a seal here and a seal here, and we run this play right in the alley.
The impressive opening drive continues and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Well, whatever script they put together for this offensive drive, Charles, seems to be working. We're curious to see if this defense will make any adjustments here.
Things certainly going according to plan. I mean, the way they're advancing the football, it's like they're on the practice field having one of their better days. But instead, it's game day, and they're moving the ball downfield with purpose.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
This is where good coaching and execution come into play, because down this close, you absolutely don't want to turn it over. Good job keeping that in mind as he escaped, bought time, and decided throwing it away was his best option.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Back to throw. Ramsey throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Bird. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender, but the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
Ready.
On 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. They go with White on the counter, and he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there, 4th and 3.
But this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
Ready. Right.
On 4th down, Ramsey. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bucs trail on 4th down to come up empty. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs.
Here we go.
moving this one quickly. And he takes this just about a yard shy of the 20. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football. All right, you're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. He's got him in, complete. And out across midfield down to the 45. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. He's going to take another shot here. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked up by Jamel Dean. And the Bucs are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit. And that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
They start the drive with White, and he'll take this up to about the 7- or 8-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
They're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this 2nd down call after that type of a game.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Looking to throw. Ramsey. He's going to air it out deep for Green. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. In today's NFL, we talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but there's still something about a guy slinging one downfield. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here, 2nd down. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
Brandon, I think he's just grateful to get back to the line of scrimmage and avoid not just losing yardage, but a big hit on that play as well. That defense closed on him quick and forced a quick surrender out of bounds.
Well, they need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Ramsey. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. Trayvon Walker in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. 4th down, so Jake Camarda is out there. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
Are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
Seven Pirates! 60 Maverick! Drop 50! 18 Rattler!
On 2nd and 10, Hurts. He's going to try and go deep again. He's got him in. Complete. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
Got it. Ready? Back to 60. Panther 11. Panther 11. 18. Pioneer. Warrior 17.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. So, Charles, you talk about this offense, how well they've played. I mean, the defense, too, really. But they're sitting at 10-0 now on the year. 4-0, 5-0. That's nice. But once you start hitting double digits with these wins and no losses, I think the seriousness of the situation, it just has to ramp up.
Yeah, when you do say 10-0, it can't scare you as a team. Just think about it this way.
He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Robbie Anderson. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Cardinals post the first points in the ballgame as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Extra point splits the points. And it makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25.
Ready, set.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they come in losers of 2 straight. And remember, they've got the open date on their calendar next weekend, but we think it's vitally important, Charles, that they focus on the task at hand here.
Absolutely, because these players, they know what's coming up, and the difference between taking time off following a win versus doing so on a 3-game losing streak, that's absolutely huge because they may come back if they lose this game to a facility, and there may be new faces in there and some teammates lost.
On the set.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Looking to throw. Ramsey. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
Not too many teams will use a 1st-round pick on a tight end, so you know that when one does, he's got to be pretty darn special.
A small example of why they took him in the 1st round there. Nice little catch and run to get the good yardage. They'll go up the middle with White. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football play.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Play action. Ramsey. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary. All of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
Here we go.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. And he will have the 1st down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. 72 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this 1st half.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the 1st down marker was and getting there.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit when we decided not to throw it on 1st down. But give them credit. They recovered in time to deny him the 1st down yardage. But it's only 2nd and short. So that run is still likely to lead to an inside downs.
On second down, they'll run with White. And he is going to lose yardage here. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Here we go.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3.
Ready?
Off the play fake. Ramsey, they'll roll him out right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first.
Certainly not a positive sign if you're the D coordinator and you see your guys give up that space so early in the game. 3rd down, that's when the clamps are supposed to come out, but his ability to create things with his legs makes things difficult.
Set, hut.
Here's White. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He'll buy some time right. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even back down late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
Ready.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Running here with White. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. This is a long drive. Offensively, wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Mustang 19. Buffalo 18.
Here's Hurts to throw. Incomplete to Anderson. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
79 Broncos.
Hurts sets up to throw it. He completes it once more to Anderson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 10 more there and another first down. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score.
Here we go. 19 right. 7 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger.
On first down, Hurts. He's got his tight end. It's Albert Okuwebe now. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
60 average, 50, trap 60, 18 runner, 8, track 60.
Hurts. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great play there. 40 yards. As these guys are able to extend their lead. Point after. To 11. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Operating from the gun, Ramsey. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
Certainly not the way they drew it up in the playbook, but that's why they love this guy back there. He sees things breaking down, and he's more than capable of finding an escape route and still getting a decent gain.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
I think the best offenses love to give the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. Now a 2nd down and 6. Back to throw. Ramsey. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him now over 3,000 yards passing on the campaign.
And Brandon, I think we have to start to think about where we are in the season because right now, 4,000 is not out of the question. I think a big game or two, he's certainly capable of getting that done.
And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Working with a 2nd and 3. They'll look to throw again. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Throwing his Hurts. Have a great starting field position and a couple of timeouts. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And the Buccaneers are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line.
Well,
Charles, you know, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
On first down, Ramsey. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down. Now a timeout called for by the defense, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Looking to throw on second down. Ramsey, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and it goes down. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter.
Here we go, set.
Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And they will get to him behind the line, but they're out of timeouts, remember, and the clock continues to wind down. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Cards with a lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. Kenny Nwagu now out of his end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this third quarter.
And they probably heard some confusion.
Now Hurts is intercepted, his third of the game. Picked up by Jamel Dean. Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
Set, hut. You kill it.
They go play action here on first down. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
Good, sure hands there from a guy not accustomed to catching a whole lot of passes. But how about the way he was able to pull that one in and pick up good yardage?
Second and 2. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Throwing the outline incomplete. It's Bird. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
But when you hit him on the move like that, he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam. Oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. Going right side is White. 78 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And the Bucs are going to have a 1st and goal as some good running there gets him down to about the 2-yard line. Knock it on the door. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
White will score. Touchdown, Buccaneers. So a strong drive here to lead off this 3rd quarter and gets them right back in this football game.
And I think we can safely call that a statement drive because they had to be saying, we didn't put our best foot forward in the 1st half, but we certainly mean business now. Maybe a better term, a prove-it drive. They proved it to themselves that they were ready to go.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that makes it a 14-10 ball game. The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. Duangu now from his end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
A good gain on 1st has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Back to throw here. Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. Credit the sack to Vita Vea. Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously. Led to a very quick sack.
Yeah, that's when we turn the alarm and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
As we check the next-gen stats, you'll see he had precious little time to do anything with the football there. They'll be hard-pressed to match that one. That a 65-yard punt. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. The last time out, looking to repeat that Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
They need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Operating from the gun. Ramsey. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back in his own 3-yard line. Trayvon Walker Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. Taken from just outside the 30. And good work bringing that one back as he picks up about 16 on the return. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And our game's in a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Once on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the 1st. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. He's going to get this all the way down inside the 45.
Buffalo 18.
Slot man moves right.
79 Broncos. 19 right.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And that is incomplete.
Now, the criticism is that he overthrew his man, but yeah, give him credit. He also didn't risk an interception with that type of a throw. Because of that, they still have a chance to put some points on the board.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
Seven Pirates.
From the gun, it's Hurts. Eluding the pressure right. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Before they can snap, the time runs out. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. It's Cardinal football. They're also out in front of the scoreboard as we get set for the 4th.
Trap 50, trap 50. Eighteen Rattler.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And the Bucs are right back in this football game. A critical error there in a tight game in the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with the lead, no matter what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. Throwing again. Ramsey flushed, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Trayvon Walker. My goodness, make that now 5 sacks for him in this ball game. Really, really turning in an incredible performance.
On the double.
This offense so far on 3rd down, lacking much success. Just 2 for 7 to this trip. This will be 3rd and a mile. He's going to air it out deep for Green. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Well, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Their defense got the stop, force the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Play action. Here's Hurts. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
But I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Oh, man, it's caught inside the 10. A huge play there for Arizona. 43 yards. And Charles, of interest here, that last throw is going to put him over 20,000 yards passing for his career. That's not a bad number.
You're exactly right about that. And even though it's nowhere near the top of the leaderboard, because when you think about it, Brady and Breeze, they've done that 4 times over. But when you hit 20,000, let's face it, only a little over 100 guys have ever hit
touchdown, Cardinals. Great effort there with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Cardinals add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Extra point down the middle. Now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
You know the owner's got to be happy with that one. Okay, ready?
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, and they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter, this drive becomes very critical. Trayvon Walker in there to get him again. That is sack number 6, one off the NFL record of 7. But collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number, it's just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
To throw on 2nd down. Ramsey looks for White, but it's intercepted. And the Cards are going to take possession of the football. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They think they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception and set up their offense in great shape.
Here we go, check.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
18, Pioneers. Warriors 17, 19 tight, 19 tight. Hurts. Right there, Hurts. Cut 19.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
Mustang 19, Buffalo 18, 79 Broncos.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Hurts. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
Ridiculous, take it out.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Check smash. Check smash. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers.
They'll look to throw. And it's caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. With that, he's up to 160 yards receiving now for the ballgame. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. Worked out.
It doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. A big loss there of about 7 yards on 1st and goal, so now it's 2nd down.
Well, that's not how you hope to draw it up there on 1st and goal, CD, by taking a sack like that.
Well, they tried to be aggressive, didn't they? They didn't want to try and work their way past the goal line. They wanted it right there on that play. Unfortunately, it backfired against them. Now they have to try and pick it up here moving forward.
He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Robbie Anderson with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cardinals have 11-0 in their sights as they add on to their lead. And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield.
Taken in at the 3.
And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
Here we go. Check pink. Check hut.
The drive starts with a run by White. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Got to follow that big tackle to the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
They keep it on the ground. Again. And he'll get about 3 up past the 25. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, a run from White. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the fourth quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted, so they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Offensively, another big chunk of yardage, Charles, but defensively, they had all this talk about trying to limit explosive plays. They have not been able to do that.
They discussed it all week, but they haven't been able to execute it at all, haven't been able to find a way to slow down this offense. They're seeking answers and not coming up with any.
They'll look to throw here on first down. He's going to wind up and air it out. And the 7-yard line, the catch is made. We probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on first and goal. Again, he'll drop to throw. Touchdown! From 4 yards out. And the Cards extend this fourth quarter lead, and they are getting closer and closer to win number 11. The extra point splits the evidence. And they lead by 25. The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. We certainly had a sense trying to get here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.